my name is Tanea. This is my first YouTube video, and it's going to be a review on the viral TikTok wig. It might not be viral now because I waited so long to film this video, but better late than never. I was going back and forth about if I wanted to do a video about this wig as my first one or my relationship with God, and I kind of came to the conclusion that I wanted to do this one first and that I wanted to have a little bit more structure with the video about my relationship with God, how I maintain my relationship with God, what started my relationship with God, so on and so forth. So that will be my second video. If you stick around, I'm grateful that you're sticking around to watch it. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. The idea was brought to me by one of my friends on TikTok. So hopefully I'm able to answer the questions for her as well. This is the viral Frodeo wig. Again, I don't know if it's viral anymore, but I bought it off the TikTok shop as a quick fix for an impromptu trip to Disney with my sister. That's literally all the wig was for. Like, I didn't purchase it to wear it any other time. It's supposed to be a human and synthetic blend, so I did know that it wasn't going to last that long anyway. So I did want it to kind of just be for that trip. So I'm going to show you what the wig looks like now. It's not terrible, but you can see that it's like kind of matted up. I wonder if I can like focus that. It's like not horrible, but like it's also not what I expected, especially because I haven't had it for that long. Initially when I took it out the box, it was tangled, but again, I wasn't expecting much because it is supposed to be a synthetic and human blend. So I finger detangled it. I never put a brush to this wig at all because I knew that the brush was either going to make it bigger or worse, and I didn't want either one of those. So I finger detangled it with some cool water, and it was still pretty tangled. So I went on a hunt, and that's kind of what inspired this video. I went on a hunt to see what other people were doing to help manage this wig, and I couldn't find any answers anywhere other than the videos that were kind of promoting it, like saying that it was the best wig ever. It was so easy to use. And honestly, I have to say otherwise. I brought this, I bought it with my own coins. Oop, something just fell. I bought it with my own coins just so I could do this review. And yeah, I don't recommend it. It's nice for like a quick fix, but I just don't recommend it. Back to what I was saying. When I got it out the box, it was tangled. Finger detangled it with some cool water and it didn't work. And one of the comments I stumbled upon was like letting it soak in fabric softener water. Now maybe I have the wrong fabric softener. Maybe it's a little too bougie. I used the Downy Infusions, lavender and vanilla. I put a little bit of that in water and I let it soak for a few hours because someone said to let it soak for a few hours. Again, it wasn't warm water. It was like, I want to say it was room temperature water, and I let it soak. I took it out and it felt softer when I took it out, but the tangles were still there, unfortunately. So I took advantage of the softness, and finger detangled it after taking it out of the fabric softener water, and I let it air dry up until my sister and I left for Orlando. The morning I put it on to leave for Orlando, it was still pretty tangled, but it looked okay. I'm gonna try to add some pictures like somewhere over here when I edit the video. When I left for Orlando, it looked good, but it was still a little bit tangled, but it wasn't anything that I was like super worried about because again, it was gonna get me from point A to point B. With the trip. Excuse me for saying so many times. I'm working on it. Getting to the airport was fine. I had a layover. My sister had a straight flight because I was trying to get there as early as possible, but I think my sister like booked it the night before and got like a flight that ended up getting there before me anyway. My layover was in Tennessee, so I was going from Philadelphia to Tennessee. When I got to Tennessee, the hair was kind of big. When I checked it in the bathroom, I used water to detangle it, and I have like a ball of hair to show you guys because I don't think anybody understands how bad this hair tangles. There was like a small ball of hair. I didn't really detangle it under like the area that has a lot of friction that rubs against your back and like your neck because I knew that was going to be a different story. But like the top was manageable. By the time I got back on the flight to go to Orlando, it looked okay, I guess. By the time I got to Orlando, I didn't mess with it at the airport, but they did allow us early check-in at the airport, at the hotel that we went to. Getting there, again, I just put some water in my hair. I didn't even detangle it at this point. I just wanted to flatten it because it did get big throughout the flight. After that, we did a lot of shopping. It was a few hours of shopping at the outlets, and we went out to eat, and we did like a little running around. By the time we got back to the hotel, when we checked in, it was around, I want to say 11 or 12 o'clock. And when we got back to the room, it was probably 10 p.m. We planned to go to Disney early in the morning the next day. We were going to Magic Kingdom, and we wanted to spend the whole day there. So I did try to detangle it a little bit. It was really bad, again, in the areas that had a lot of friction, like in the neck and the back area. But I didn't get all the tangles out. I only had my carry-on, and I didn't have what I would usually use to detangle. Like I made a fabric softener, like water type situation in a spray bottle because some other people said that helped get the tangles out too, but it didn't really help because I did use it. I used it the morning before we left for Orlando. Woke up the next morning. We got to Magic Kingdom, I want to say around 9 a.m. And we spent the whole day at Magic Kingdom. By the time we got back to the hotel, it was really bad. Like it didn't look bad, but the hair, again, underneath like the friction areas was really, really bad. And you couldn't really run your fingers through it. It looked good. It just didn't feel good. And me, as far as like having myself together, like the fact that I couldn't run my fingers through it was a problem. I detangled it to the best of my ability. These are what happens every time I would detangle the wig. Like I would get this much hair every time I detangled the wig, which was concerning for me because I didn't really want it to look thin. I wanted it to still look full and curly how I bought it. So yeah, this is what it looked like. The hairballs that I got from it, from detangling it in Orlando, was a lot smaller because I didn't detangle it to this extent. Next day, we did the same thing at a different park. Fast forward, by the time I got home, I just gave up. Or by I want to say midway through the trip, I just gave up on attempting to detangle it, and I just made it look presentable. Sorry. I just made it look presentable. So by the time I got home, I detangled it, like really, really detangled it because I did plan on wearing it at least one more time. And there was like a huge hairball. I did throw it away. I wish I would have kept all of the hairballs so you guys can see how much it really shed. But I got like this huge hairball. And yeah, I just wasn't happy with it. I wore it again for date night, one of my date nights with my boo, and it still gave me a hard time, and that kind of pissed me off. So again, mind you, like, I don't even manipulate this wig. When I put it up, I put it up. I don't touch it. It doesn't get thrown around. It doesn't like get all tangled or whatever. It's just still. So when I put this wig up, I put it in the little hair net and I put it in the box and it's gone. Excuse me, that was kind of gross. So when I took it out for date night, I was kind of upset because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Everybody on TikTok is like saying that this is the best wig ever, and I have the worst wig ever. Fast forward again, I wear it for another date night. And this time, if you can see like a bunch of hairballs, I tried to cut the ends because I'm like, well, maybe it's because the ends are, you know, like frizzy. Like maybe it's because the ends are tangled. And that didn't work. Like I even got wig detangling spray because I thought that the wig detangling spray was going to help. I used the whole bottle of wig detangling spray to detangle this wig, and it did not detangle anything. If anything, it made it worse. So everybody on TikTok, they're liars. It doesn't work. Not it doesn't work, but it's not a good wig. Everybody is a liar on TikTok. No, everybody isn't a liar on TikTok. But everyone who says that this wig is like the best wig ever, I believe that they're doing it solely because TikTok sent them this free sample and that they're getting paid off of it, off of people's purchases. And when I created my TikTok account, I said that I wasn't going to be that type of person. I would only get samples of things that I actually use or that I feel like I would use and give honest reviews about it. Like if I don't like it, then I don't like it. But this is the real review of the Frodeo TikTok wig. Not to say that this is a bad brand. I haven't had any other hair from them, so I'm not sure. But this wig in particular, I did have a bad experience with. So if you've also had a bad experience, I'm sorry. If you didn't have a bad experience, please share if I can even revive this. I don't know what to do. So if you have tips on how to revive it, if you know what to do that is like low maintenance, I feel like reviving it is going to be not so low maintenance. It's probably going to take a lot of effort and supplies to get it to how it used to be. If you're a synthetic wig expert and you have tips for me, please drop them in the comments. I am willing to take any advice, any tips, anything to get this wig to something before I throw it out, because I'm more than likely going to throw it out. I hope this helps someone in some way. I hope you come back to my channel because my next video is going to be a little bit more lengthier, and I'm going to talk about my relationship with God and my journey in Christianity and how I got to the point that I got to. What I feel like I'm going to share, honest feelings, whatever you guys want to see from me. If I can answer any questions from you, if you see my TikToks and you have questions about products or experiences, trips, whatever, I am open to answering those questions. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope that I did help somebody in determining if they wanted to purchase this wig or not. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.